Hi, this is Todd. I've been a practicing attorney for 24 years in the state of Illinois. I set up this YouTube channel in an effort to share some of the information that I've learned over the last 2 decades as a practicing attorney, both in representing individuals and businesses. Today's topic is how to find an attorney. When you realize you need a lawyer, which will be a topic for another day, the first step, in my opinion, is to look within. Think about family and close friends that have used attorneys in the past. If you need to have a will written, you may have a friend that talked about how they had a will written within the last few years. If you've had an injury, if you want to purchase a business, your family and friends are the best source of information for you because they will be able to tell you that they worked with someone, that they really thought they did a great job, and make a warm introduction. Now, I admit only a certain percentage of the community is going to have that type of resource. So if you don't have family or friends that worked with attorneys recently, the next step is to look to the spheres of influence within your community. I'm talking about bankers, financial planners, real estate agents, people that are working with the people in your community every day. They're going to know people, business owners. They're going to know lawyers that can help you because they already work with the attorneys. These folks don't go through and do what they do every day without having some legal help. If you don't know any of those, have a banker, an accountant, or any of those people, then the next step might be think of a business owner in your community, someone you've gotten to know over the years, or even just a business that you've been going to for a long time and they may recognize you. You can ask, Joe, who do you use as your lawyer? I'm sure with this business you have, you must have someone that you like. And it might be a little uncomfortable at first, but people that have really good attorneys are actually kind of excited about referring them. So I would definitely not shy away from asking for those questions. If you don't have any family or friends, any spheres of influence, or have any trusted business owners in your community, then the next step would be to look to the bar referral service within your county. Most counties and states have a bar referral program online where you can search and find the names of attorneys in the area that you need. It'll be a little bit more work for you because now all you have is a list of names, but it's still better than attempting to go through advertising or otherwise. And then again, as a last resort is advertising. When you drive down the highway and you see someone's name on a billboard, I'm not saying that person is a bad lawyer. Many of them are good lawyers, but the fact is advertising is not the top way or the best way to find the best lawyer for you. So I would try all of those before you turn to advertising. So now let's say you found a couple of lawyers. What next? Now you interview them. And I know this might sound odd, but they are your advocate. They are working for you. So don't be intimidated or afraid to ask questions. If you're hiring someone to handle a real estate transaction, ask how many residential real estate transactions have you done in the last 6 months to a year? If the answer is 1, it's probably not the right person for you. If the answer is 50 to 100, then that's going to be an expert that you can work with for sure. If it's a business transaction, same thing. If you're buying a healthcare business, how many times have you helped a client purchase a healthcare business or something in that similar area? It is okay for you to have high standards for yourself. You should. You should demand high standards because you're paying a lot of money for quality services. And you don't want to pay a good lawyer a lot of money to do something they've never done before. So you have to ask that question. How many of these types of situations have you been in and handled successfully? Next, you ask for a budget. You want to make sure you can afford them. The last thing you want to do is hire an attorney that's perfect for what you need, but is way beyond your budget. If it is a bit beyond your budget, some law firms will actually finance the fees. So if they're willing to take payments over 12 months and it's worth it to you to hire that quality attorney, if they're willing to give you that financing option, that might be one way to hire a lawyer that may otherwise not be able to afford. And then personalities. It's important to be able to get along with your attorney. Again, this person's your advocate. You're going to be calling them, you'll be meeting with them. They're going to be representing you with whatever the matter it is. You want to get along with them. So I don't recommend hiring an attorney that you just can't get along or you're going to really not enjoy speaking with. And then last, probably the most important, is communication. Communication is critical to a successful lawyer-client relationship. If the lawyer doesn't call you back within 2 business days, in my opinion, you probably should move on. If someone from their office calls and explains they're on vacation or they're involved in a serious matter, and they may need a couple more days, that's okay. That counts as calling you back. But someone from that office needs to call you back quickly, because when you're brand new, that's when you learn the most about someone. And if they're not going to call you back when you're brand new, they're definitely not going to be calling you back when you're an old school client of theirs. So you want to look for that communication. You want them to call you back in a reasonable period of time, and you want them to answer all of your questions. So I hope this was helpful to you in finding an attorney. If you thought it was helpful, please like and subscribe and share with a friend who could use this information. Thank you very much.